everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining us for a very special episode of Heat Press Nation Live. I am Santa Claus, and no, I'm just kidding. I really wish I was Santa Claus. No, I'm Jared, and I'm very glad to be here. I'm already cracking up because somebody wanted to put that picture on an ornament, and that was like the funniest thing that I've seen today, so thank you for that. And then someone's like, I bet you could if there's no, like, there's an actual discussion in the comments. That was really, really funny. So thank you for that. But yeah, now it's September. We just barely celebrated the first day of fall. So why the heck are we already getting into Christmas? Why are we talking about sublimation? I'm gonna answer all of those questions for you right now. But before I go any further, I gotta tell you, today is very exciting because we have giveaways coming your way. We have 3 giveaways today, and I'll tell you the prizes as we go along, but our grand prize, which is gonna be given away at the very end of the episode, that's going to be a brand new CraftPro 13x9 heat press. So somebody today, one lucky live viewer in the USA, sorry this is not open to other countries, one lucky live viewer in the USA is going to go home, well, go home, you're not here, is going to have shipped to their home a brand new 13x9 inch CraftPro heat press. We're really excited about that. That's one thing that we're excited about. The second thing that I'm very, very excited about is a lot of you who have been on the fence about starting a sublimation business. I'm about to kick your excuses in the butt because right now Sawgrass is having a mega sale. This is actually, and I'm not lying when I say this, this is better than any Black Friday sale I've seen in the past decade. Yes, this is cheaper. This is like historically cheap. Amazing pricing on the Sawgrass SG500. Not only the Sublimation SG500, but also the VersaFlex SG500. They're both on sale today. So if you guys have any questions about that, today we're going to be talking all about sublimation. We are running a Christmas theme today. I'll talk about that in a second, but we really got to tell you guys, there has never been a better time to get your sublimation business started than right now, because Sawgrass, the SG500, which we're using to print all of our stuff, all the samples that you're going to see today, the SG500 is on sale, record low prices. With the Sublimation ink kit, it's $399.95. Like, what? That's crazy. And then the VersaFlex kit is only $699.95. Now, VersaFlex, that's going to be the special ink system that allows you to print on white cotton garments and also uncoated wood substrates. Very cool. Both those SG500s are on sale. Hello, we got a lot of hellos here. Let me check in on the comments really quick here. I want to say hello to everybody who's tuning in. Buzz, looks like you're the first commenter here. Hi, Buzz. Let me see. And then Glennon cracking me up, asking if they could put the picture on an ornament. Go for it. I guess. I'm not opposed. Jace, are you opposed to that? Jace is not opposed to that. Jace is our producer and director here for the live stream. You don't see him, but can you hear him? Jace, just yell hi real quick.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
I'm pretty sure you guys picked that up, so yeah. Alrighty, we gotta get you a mic. I'm just realizing that. We gotta get you a mic. We're gonna get Jace a mic. Let's see. They should give one away with each purchase. I think some people would find it funny. Other people would be like, who is this? And just throw it in the trash. Here we go. Misty says hello, first time watching. Thank you so much, Misty. Mal is saying hi. We have LaDonna, Chris, Victoria, Grace and Fire Designs. Very cool. Mal says SG500 just arrived yesterday. Loving the 1000. Awesome, awesome. That's so cool to hear. We got CD&J Crafts, Kevin 319. A lot of people. Okay, now there's more names that I could keep than what I could keep up with here. So sorry. We got Rosie. Good evening from Louisiana. Healthy Living with Jay-Z saying hello from Tennessee. Oh, I miss Tennessee. I really want to go back to Nashville, of course, but also want to go try some barbecue in Memphis. That's like really high on my list right now of places where I want to go specifically to eat. Got Delaney coming in from Chicago. Nola Baker coming from NOLA. David and Elizabeth, first timers. Awesome. I'm so glad to have everybody here. Hello, your volume sounds low. We're going to double check that right now, but you might want to check your volume just in case, because I know I talk really loud. I'm a loud talker. All righty. Oh, we have a Debbie Downer in the comments. Boo. All right. Wow, okay, I can't keep up with everybody. So good to see everybody. So good to have everybody here. Again, we're gonna be giving some stuff away today. We have two kind of runner-up prizes that we'll be giving away along the way today here in this live. We're gonna be doing some live demos. I have two giveaways that we're gonna, kind of get warmed up on throughout this live stream. But also at the end of our stream today, which is in about, I don't wanna put a timer on it, but maybe like 45 minutes or so, 40 minutes. Depends on how much I feel like talking. We're going to be giving away a brand new CraftPro 13 by 9 inch heat press. Very excited to be giving that away. It's actually the press that we're going to be demonstrating with today. And then in case you missed it, right now, Sawgrass, historically low prices. Right now, this SG500 that we're printing all these awesome transfers with, you can get it for $3.99 with the standard ink kit. That's not the starter. No. With the full-size ink cartridges, $3.99. That's better than any Black Friday price I've seen in my 10 years here at Heat Press Nation. So yeah, absolutely mind-blowing, incredible pricing. All right, let's give some stuff away. So today we're talking about Christmas, all right? Everything here, and we got ornaments because I love them. They're easy to press, right? We got some wood ones. We actually, I didn't put the ribbon on it. Oh, I'm dumb. We got an acrylic one that we forgot to mirror the image. Or I'm sorry, we forgot to unmirror the image for acrylic. We have some star-shaped ones, very cool ornaments. Today we're talking about Christmas. Now, if I could just get on a soapbox for like 1 minute, it's never too early to start thinking about the holidays. Now, I know a lot of people, a lot of heat pressers pressing throughout the year. You're doing t-shirts, you're doing hoodies and hats. You're working with the schools, you're getting them all their gear, right? And then come Christmas time, you want to take a break. Now that's cool. Total respect. If you feel the need to kind of pull back in the holiday season, refresh and recharge for next year, go for it. But if you're like me, and holidays can get expensive for you, all right? I have, and this is 100% fact, I have 15 nephews and nieces. I have 3 brothers, 1 sister, on just that's just one side, by the way. My wife's side's a whole other group of family there. Just on my side, I got a huge family, and Christmas gets crazy. So every Christmas, even though I have my job here, I have my side hustle, my own printing business. Every year during Christmas, I want to be able to offer seasonal products because that's good money. It's fun to be able to help people with their projects. It's great to be able to make, family. Some of these are actual heirlooms. Some of my customers from like 7 years ago, that's about the time when I started doing ornaments, they tell me, hey, our ornaments going back up this year because, Christmas ornaments are things that go up year after year after year. And so, yeah, it's a great time. The holidays are a great time to capitalize on people already buying stuff. But let me tell you this. If it's going under the tree, you have until you don't want to push it too far, but you're going to be selling up until maybe a week or 2 before Christmas for items that go under the tree. But for Christmas decor, like ornaments, people are going to want these on their tree, and trees are going up anywhere from the week after Thanksgiving, all the way through. So if you want to get a head start, you should already be thinking about what Christmas products you're going to be selling already. I know we're not even in October yet, but trust me, now's the time where you want to be placing your orders. You want to be ordering your samples, testing them, printing them, getting your marketing materials together, and all that stuff. That's actually the hard part. To me, the easiest part is actually pressing, and that's what I'm going to show you today. So in our first demonstration, I'm going to show you the easiest Christmas ornaments that you will ever sublimate. These are our Unisub aluminum Christmas blanks, Christmas blank ornaments. So we have a hexagon one here, and we only did one side of these. I'll show you how to do one side, and then I'll show you how to do both sides. This is super popular. It's a basic circle, but what's cool about this, so Unisub, the coating that they use on their aluminum blanks is just absolutely the best quality. So these are literally gonna last for decades and decades and decades. Even if the Christmas tree is parked near a window where it's gonna be getting sunlight, because it's only gonna be maybe a month out of the year, even in direct sunlight, these are gonna last for years and years and years and years and years. And of course, most Christmas trees are not going to be in the window because that's not smart. You don't want it to dry out. As a result, these will last a lifetime, and that's not an exaggeration. The quality of, when you use quality inks, like with your Sawgrass, and using quality blanks, like from Unisub, it is very safe to say that these ornaments just might outlast you. Maybe your grandkids will be putting it on their tree with their kids. You never know. Hopefully you make it that long, but I know for sure that these aluminum ornaments are going to make it that long. Before I hop into the demo, let me just see if we have any actual questions or comments. Chris Lee says, Christmas in September is awesome. Thank you. After this episode, I was literally waiting for this episode. After this episode, my Christmas playlist, I start to build it out on Spotify. I cannot wait. I got so many cool songs for my playlist. Annette Finley says, I started Christmas crafts. Awesome. I love to hear it. Hold on. Kim Noah says, Christmas should be all year. I love to create and give. Okay. Yes, right? Thank you. Let's see. John Castillo, I'm selling Christmas right now. Okay. She's ahead of the game. I would love to hear back from you, Joanne, to see how do you do at the end of it? Like, that's awesome. She's already selling for Christmas. Let's see. Hope says, I've been making shirts, keychains, cups, and stuff for my office. They have been so excited to get them already. See, that's awesome. By the way, you see it on screen right there. Today, yes, we are giving away a CraftPro 13x9-inch heat press at the end of our live stream. And as soon as I'm done with this first demo, I'm going to give something away. Not the heat press, that'll be at the end, but we're giving some stuff away throughout the class. Teddy says, beat you. That's funny. I have 5 sisters, 3 brothers, 6 siblings in my husband's family. That's awesome. Congrats. My hat's off to you. And my wallet actually feels bad for your wallet come Christmas time. Let's see. Man, tons of comments coming in. We're so stoked to have everybody here. I'm kind of just skimming through here. Chris says, I start watching Hallmark movies in October. Okay, a little secret here in the office. We play the Hallmark channel on loop like during the Christmas season. So whether I've seen them intentionally or just in passing, I've seen like a ton of Hallmark movies. Normita says, would love to win something. I'm starting a side business. Got a small heat press a few months back. Hey, stay tuned in because we're giving away 3 different prizes throughout our live stream today, with our grand prize being the heat press. That's going to be given away at the end. Okay, I think that's enough talking from me. Oh, important point. Christine Griffith says, will the ornament blanks be restocked soon? A bunch are sold out on the website. We're doing our best to get the sold out ones already back. What happens is it's kind of hard for us to gauge what's going to be super popular this year. So we ordered, based on the past. Every year we get surprised. So, I don't know if it's one business, because I'm not on the purchasing side, but I don't know if it's one business that cleans us out, or maybe there's just something that's really popular. Every year I'm always surprised. Come September, October, we get cleaned out on like 3 or 4 or sometimes more different Christmas blanks. And it's like, we just restocked those. Like, what the heck? So if especially Christmas things, if they're going out of stock, we're going to do our best to get them back in stock. The best thing you could do is actually email us, email support@heatpressnation.com, or give us a call. And if there's a specific blank that's already sold out, give us a call. You can special request it. You can ask if we're going to get it back in stock. That's the best way to make sure that you're going to get it. Otherwise, and this is why we're doing this now in September, get your orders in quick, because you don't want to be caught in December with orders to fill for your customers on a blank that's out of stock and that won't be back in time for the holidays. So that's a great question. All right. Let's go ahead and dive in. So today, first, I'm going to go over to the heat press. I'm going to show you how we press ornaments on just one side, and then I'll show you the 2-sided method. Let's head over onto our heat press. Now today, let me grab my stuff really quick. Today we are going to use, let's see here. I have a ton of blanks that I need to get through today, so give me just a second. Get my supplies. Now today you see that we're using the pink CraftPro 13x9-inch heat press. I'm just bringing some supplies over here. Now this pink one, you're going to get your choice. So the winner will get to pick their choice of CraftPro, whichever one you want, whichever color you want, I'm sorry. It comes in like standard size. It comes in, what else does it come in? It comes in standard size. It comes in mint green and plain white. Okay, so I'm coming around. Gonna show you, did I just cross frame? I sure hope not. All right, here we go. So I love this press, the CraftPro. Oh, let me tell you, I love that it has this slide out bottom plate right here, because right here, my hand's getting kind of close to the heating element, which is at 385 degrees. If I wanted a nice little Christmas present, I would just stamp it right there and get a nice little Christmas scar. Show off at all the Christmas parties. But I don't actually want that. So I'm gonna slide this out all the way. And now I just have a free and clear space, so I'm not gonna burn my fingers. So now I'm gonna show you really quick here. These are the double-sided circle ornaments. These are probably the most popular ones that we carry. So what you're gonna do is, keeping the top circled part in mind, what you're gonna do is you're gonna center it over your print, and then with a little bit of heat tape, oops, you're just gonna fix it in place, right? A little bit of heat tape. This is like the foolproof way. Where's the hex print? There we go. I'll do a hexagon ornament for you as well. This is like the foolproof way to make sure that everything is placed properly, that you don't miss anything. I want to center these guys right there. This is the easy way, and this is how you're going to do it if you're either doing one side at a time or you just do one side, period. Right? Not everybody wants both sides done. The other thing I'm going to do is I'm going to get a piece of parchment paper for the bottom. I always sandwich my sublimation projects in between two pieces of parchment paper. Some people say it's overkill, and I tell them to just mind their own business because, you know, this is the safe way to do it. All right, oh, one last thing I want to tell you. You could press these, I don't know if you're supposed to, but like you could press these with the transfer side facing up. But sometimes, and it depends on your heat press, usually, and I'm gonna be honest, on cheaper heat presses, sometimes you're not gonna have an even heat throughout, so you might see splotches. If you're getting splotchy results with your aluminum ornaments facing up, what you could do is you could flip them over and you could actually face them down at about 10, 15 seconds or so. And because the aluminum is so thin, and aluminum, it conducts the heat, it actually gets hot enough, and the pressure from the rubber going down actually applies the transfer. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to press one facing up and one facing down just to show you guys that you could do it either way. I do have 90 seconds on the clock. I would say if you're pressing them facing down, 90 seconds should be good. And you don't need a super firm pressure. A good medium pressure is going to work out. All right, we got 90 seconds on the clock. Let me grab the iPad. Let me check the comments. If you have any questions about what we're doing today, please feel free to drop it in the comments here. I got you guys. Let's see. Lady says, I do transfer up because the image is crisper. Ooh, well, let's compare. When these come out, X Daddy X, this is sublimation ink? Yes, this is sublimation ink, and I'm sorry if I missed the first part of that question. Bowman Fabrication says mint green would be nice. Well, whoever wins, by the way, we're giving away this. This is a 13-inch by 9-inch CraftPro heat press. We're giving one away, winner's choice of color. So you could pick between white, mint, and pink. Swag Rags, one of the little clips on my SG1000 ink door broke. Can I order a new door? If you purchased your printer from Heat Press Nation, you can call our tech support team and see if they have that part in stock. Otherwise, you could reach out to Sawgrass directly. That's a great question. Callie says, mint green one has been on my wish list. Oh, nice, nice. Rebecca's saying, do you sell those aluminum blanks in bulk? It depends on what you mean by bulk. If you're talking like 20, 40, 50, that's pretty normal. I wouldn't consider that bulk, believe it or not. But if you want to go like 100, 200, 500, do me a favor, call our sales team. The phone number is 800-215-0894. Again, 800-215-0894. You can ask them, or you can submit your request via email, support@heatpressnation.com. Again, support at heatpressnation.com. Check that out. That's gorgeous. I'm going to toss that over there. Someone will pick it up. And you know what? I forgot my gloves, so I'm just going to let that cool for a second. I don't feel like burning myself on camera today, but I just might. I'm like legit contemplating how I'm going to do this. This should be quick right here. Doggone. Oh, that one came out great. Nice and crisp. Okay, let's see this one here. Oh, that one came out great too. Okay, I'm going to show these to the camera in just a second. They're still pretty hot. But man, they both came out pretty good. So let's see. Oh, you know what? If I grab it by the tape. That one looks great. I don't know if I'm going to lose focus or not. But yeah. That one looks awesome. Let me see if I can, oh, I lost the tape on here. Here, I'm going to try to hold it like this so I don't burn myself because these are very, very hot. Check that out. Those came out great. Absolutely a breeze to press these. All right, let me go take these. Are they? Yeah, it's still pretty hot. Okay. Let me go ahead and take these over to the table really quick. Now I'm going to show you something else. I'm going to show you now how we press a double-sided ornament. This is going to be a little bit different. So it is going to take a little bit of skill. You're going to have to line up your transfers in Photoshop so it could be folded over directly on itself, okay? Now what I'm going to do is if I hold it up to the light, which you can't see, but if I hold it up to the light, the paper's a little see-through. That's how I line it up. That's really the only way that I've found to do this. So basically what I'm doing is I'm folding it over itself so that way when this transfer comes over, it's perfectly centered over the other one. And this is if you want to press both sides at the same time. Okay. All right. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my transfers out. And first, new sheet of parchment on there. And if you got questions, don't worry. I'm going to come back to your questions in just a moment here. I got my, it looks like a little greeting card, huh? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to center the transfers. Over here I got a tortilla and a concha. And then I have a family with two different poses. So maybe they want a funny pose and a regular pose, you know? And so now what I'm going to do is it's centered here, centered there. I'm going to fold it over. And if I've done my job right, if I align things properly, it's going to work. If you want to make your life a little bit easier, make sure you give yourself a little bit more bleed than usual on the graphic so you have a little bit more wiggle room so that way the image doesn't clip on the substrate. Okay, we're going to slide that back in. Being very careful to make sure that nothing shifts because I didn't use any tape. I'm just using, you know, some Christmas well wishes right there. I'm using peace and goodwill toward men to keep everything in place. Okay, we got 90 seconds on the clock. And let's see. Maureen is asking, can't you just use two different pieces of paper and align easier? You know what? I'm going to be honest. I've tried that. I like this way. But you know what? Do what works best for you, honestly, and I mean that with all sincerity. If you find a method that's easier than this, go for it. Go for it. This is just how I do it. Let's see. Rakitha says, I like those ornaments. Yeah, thank you. Steve Martin's asking, how do I win? Oh, I'll tell you how you win. As soon as I'm done with this transfer, I'm going to give everybody instructions on how they could win. Now, the grand prize is going to be at the end of the broadcast, but right now, I'm going to be giving away something else. As soon as it's done, we got about 30 seconds for these transfers. 385 degrees, 90 seconds with a medium firm pressure. You actually don't need to go medium firm, medium, or even medium light. Should work in most cases. Valeria says, no gloves, no tape. You are a wild guy. Well, you know what? One of my buddies, big shout out to Ronnie, she brought me a glove. So I don't burn my little fingies. I don't burn him. All righty. Callie says, love your way. I've been struggling doing both sides. Yeah, so take a look. Oh, there's time. Now, one thing I will say about this, open it very carefully. Your big enemy when you're doing it like this with no tape is things shifting, right? So I'm going to carefully take out that top one. Someone will pick that up. And then, see, I have a glove on now. Thanks, Ronnie. Okay, I'm going to slide this out. And really what I do is I just dump it. Oh, wrong way. There we go. I just dump it out because I don't want to give it an opportunity for the transfer to shift on the surface and cause some ghosting. And man, these look great. Absolutely great. Oh, I looked at the light. I'm blind now. This looks great. Hot, 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 hot. So we're able to get 2 poses on here from this beautiful family. That looks great. Or if you want like a different design, like I love making these ones. This is a concha on one side and a flour tortilla on the other side. I don't know if you can see because it's really bright in here. I might have to show it off on the other camera. But yeah, check it out. Both sides came out beautiful, crisp, incredible detail. I'm going to take these over to the other, to the table now, let them cool off, give you guys a slightly better view of everything. Let me get back here. Take some questions, and then we're going to give something away. All right. All right, all right, all right. I could feel these. By the way, be very careful when you're heat pressing. Things get very, very hot. And I'd be lying if I said I've never burnt myself before. Sherry says the color is great. 2 sides at one time is great. Yeah, so you're able to get them done. Now you could let it, if you're going to do it one side at a time, let it completely cool. Go back and hit the other side. But you can't use tape when you hit the other side because then the tape lifts off some of the first side. So me, if I have to do double side, I just do it like that. That's what I found to be the easiest. If you guys have an easier way, I'd love to hear about it. Drop it in the comments. Juliana's asking, are those ceramic or acrylic sublimation? So these right here, it's not that hot. It is kind of hot. So these right here that I just did, these are actually aluminum. These are the easiest sublimation ornaments you can possibly make. Hot, doggone. I had a glove, I just took it off because I'm dumb. All right, there we go. So we got 2 poses on that one, very cool. These are easy. I wanted to show you guys the easiest ones first. Aluminum. I love aluminum ornaments. And they last like forever. Like I was just talking about it a few minutes ago. This will last longer than anybody in this picture. Like in 100 years when everybody's dead, like this ornament will still go on someone's big AI Christmas tree. I don't know what's going to happen in 100 years. Anyways, Giselle, great question. I'm curious why you don't reuse the parchment paper. 2 reasons. 1, we have a ton of it, and I just, it's just easier for me. But 2, the main reason why we do it is because I don't want any, and you see it right here. So I got a little bit of sublimation, like a blowout on this sheet. It's very visible on this sheet. On other sheets, it's not so obvious. And what I would hate to do is for there to be just a little speckle of something that stains something else or stains my heat press or anything like that. So to me, the parchment paper, I just get rid of it because I don't want to even take a risk of that getting on anything else. I don't want to mess up my heat press, my next project. Let me clean up here or anything like that. It's a great question, by the way. Pamela, yes, you could totally use spray adhesive to hold the image in place. If I had some, I would show you. I don't know where mine went. But yes, you could definitely do that. Beep boop, beep boo. Olympia says better safe than sorry. Yes. Andrew says, will the completed side fade when you press the back? A tiny, tiny bit. Yes, usually it's not noticeable to like your customers or anything like that. But in the case of, and I don't have a sample here. One side, if you were to take this ornament and you were to like look at it really, really close and you're flipping it over and you're flipping it over and you're like, wait a second, you would notice that one side the color is slightly, and when I say slightly, like 1%, 2% different, slightly different on one side than the other. The honest truth is nobody will ever notice unless you're me and I'm printing these all the time and I know, right? Because I've done it 1,000 times. I know, you may know, your customer will never know. The difference is very slight. Let's give something away. All right, so our first giveaway, we're gonna give away a 10-pack. We're starting small. We're gonna give away a 10-pack of these sublimation ornaments. We only pressed one side here, but as you can see, obviously we have our tortilla and our concha. These are double-sided ornaments. They come not just with the ornament, but they come with the ribbons that you need to hang it. It comes with these nice little red satin type ribbons. We're gonna give away a 10-pack of these right now. If you wanna be entered, let me put 60 seconds on the clock. Where's my clock? Actually, no, I have to delay it. I forget there's a delay from when I say something to when you hear it. So let me tell you the rules. I'll let it go, and then I'll wait a second. And once I see the comments start coming in, then I'll start my countdown. So basically, all you got to do is comment "you sub." That is U-N as in Nancy, I-S as in Sunday, U-B, B as in boy. Unisub. Unisub is the company that manufactures all of these beautiful blanks that we're using today. Want to give a big shout out to Unisub. The quality is absolutely incredible. In a few minutes, I'm going to be showing you how we do these maple wood. This is actual wood that we're going to be sublimating on in a few minutes. Lots of cool stuff. They even have acrylic ornaments. These look phenomenal when pressed. So Unisub, shout out to them. Comment the hashtag Unisub. That is U-N-I-S-U-B. There we go. No, Unisub. Oh, there you see it on screen. You see it on screen. Comment Unisub. I'm going to start my 60-second timer right now. Okay. 60 seconds on the clock. And so what I'm going to do is you guys comment as many times as you want. I do not care. Unisub. You see it on your screen there, and then I'll randomly pick a winner. We're gonna grab one of these, and the prize, we're gonna give away a 10-pack of these. The prizes just keep getting better. I got another demo coming up, another giveaway coming up, and then at the end of the episode, one final demo, one final giveaway, and that final giveaway is going to be the CraftPro 13 by 9 inch heat press in the winner's choice of color. So make sure you stick around for that. Like 22 seconds left here. Okay, I'm just gonna let the comments kind of roll in. Comments roll in here. Yeah, so we're having a good time. Oh, by the way, gloves, important. Alrighty. While we're doing that, and you got, okay, 4 seconds. Hold on. Let me do this, and then I'll shout out the sale. Done. Okay. Oh, you don't see it. Done. There we go. See it? All right. All right, so done. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna randomly kind of scroll through. Lots and lots of comments coming through here, and I'm just gonna pick one at complete random. So, oh shoot, hold on, no, I saw a name. It slipped past. Shh. Stop commenting, guys. Hold on, I lost. Okay, I'm gonna have to do that one more time. Sorry. Do me a favor, stop commenting for a second. I'm gonna let the comment settle down. I didn't realize that it wouldn't, or if I was. Yeah, no, it just keeps slipping under my finger. Okay, oh, I know, screenshot. And just so you guys know that I'm not messing around. Where is it? How do you screenshot on an iPad? Okay, so scroll, screenshot. There we go. The first comment on this screenshot, Christine Griffith. Christine Griffith, thank you so much. Do me a favor, you're gonna send an email to winner, that's W-I-N-N-E-R, winner@heatpressnation.com, winner@heatpressnation.com. We'll get you a 10-pack of these really cool sublimation blanks, and I'll throw something else in there as well. A little secret. I'll throw something else in there for you as well, but check these out. And by the way, everybody else, if you didn't win, order a pack of these. This is the easiest money you'll ever make. It's so easy to press. You just saw me press it right now. Okay, before we move on, I gotta shout out the big Sawgrass sale that's going on right now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, it is actually better than Black Friday. And I'm not exaggerating, that's not a lie, that's not some marketing phrase, whatever, right? This sale is better than Black Friday. In fact, this is the best pricing I've seen in recent memory for sure, and I'm pretty sure this is some of the best pricing I've seen in the 10 years that I've been here at Heat Press Nation. This is incredible savings on the Sawgrass SG500 model only. It is the SG500 Sublimation and VersaFlex. So if you've been looking at either system, SG500 Sublimation or VersaFlex ink system with the standard size cartridges. This is not special pricing on the the starter size, which has less ink. These are the full size standard cartridges on sale right now. The SG500, $399.95. The printer that we're using for all the samples today, $399.95, ladies and gentlemen. Can't beat that with a stick. SG500 with VersaFlex is only $699, which that's really awesome when you consider everything that VersaFlex does. We've done a whole live stream. We've done a bunch of videos on VersaFlex. Be sure you check that out when you get the chance. You can stop commenting Unisub, guys. That's over now. That one's over. Yeah, that one's over. Okay, comments are still coming. I'm not sure how long this delay is, but we picked the winner. Thank you so much. You could stop commenting Unisub right now. Emily D, will you stock more of the message boards? Do me a favor, shoot us an email or give us a call. Our email is support@heatpressnation.com and our phone number is 800-215-0894. It's getting a little warm in here, ladies and gentlemen. We do have heat presses running and stuff, so forgive me if I'm a little piggly, if I'm a sweaty little piggly. All right. Jackie Manning, she's asking what's the difference between Sublimation and VersaFlex. The very short answer is that Sublimation is great for hard surfaces, traditional sublimation. If you want to know more, we have free classes. Go to heatpressnation.com, look up our classes. Every week we have classes on sublimation, direct-to-film, VersaFlex, and heat pressing in general. But the short answer, Sublimation's great for products like this. VersaFlex could also do all of these products, but VersaFlex has unique ability to press on white or light-colored cotton and also uncoated wood. We have tons of videos on VersaFlex on our YouTube channel, so I'll let you check those out when you get the chance. Ink sale, question mark from Vanessa. I don't believe so. I think it's just the printers, which is an incredible deal. Here we go. Oh, Trent coming in with a great question. Is price the only reason to buy a 500 over a 1000 since the 1000 gives you everything? Also, does the VersaFlex give you everything the regular ones do? So 500 versus 1000. This is a Sawgrass SG500. It prints up to 8.5 by 14 inches, which is US legal. The 1000, the big difference is that it's bigger. It prints up to tabloid, which is 11 by 17 inches. And there's an expansion tray that you could add to the back, a bypass tray. That'll take you all the way up to 13 by 19 inches. That is a massive, massive print. So really it depends on what you need as a business. If your main focus is gonna be small items like this, you don't need the 1000, you'll get by on the 500. If your main focus is like sublimation t-shirts or oversized photo panels, that's when you're gonna wanna get the 1000. That's where you're gonna take advantage of that bigger size and bigger print area. All right, guys, we're done with the Unisub giveaway. No need to comment Unisub anymore. Thank you though. All righty. Okay, well, I'm actually ready to get into our next demonstration. So right here, this is actual maple wood. This is a real life piece of wood. It smells great when you heat press it. Like it sounds weird to say. It's amazing. And so as you can see, it still has the natural wood finish. Now, the difference is when you're pressing on something with a white background, you're going to get true color. That's the nature of the way CMYK color works. This printer prints with 4 colors: cyan, magenta, yellow, black, CMYK. Now, it doesn't have any white ink, so any white in your image has to come from the blank side of the ornament. So whatever white you see on these, it's actually the white of the ornament coming through. We're just adding colors on top of that. But when you're working with a wood ornament, now the wood is wood colored. So since it's not totally white, everything that's supposed to be white on your graphic will have the appearance of the wood, which is kind of cool. It gives it like a rustic look. I love it. It might not be for everybody, but for a lot of things, like, it's really, really cool. You can still see the wood grain through the graphics, so it's very cool. And yeah, so your whites aren't going to be like pure white. They're going to be the wood color. And then also your other colors will have a slight undertone of this tan, beige, khaki wood color. It's just something you want to consider if you do want to offer wood ornaments. But being able to offer a wood ornament, getting something like this is incredibly cool. It feels very homey, it feels very earthy, and I'm a big fan of these. So I'm going to show you how we press these right now over, let's head on over to the heat press. Let me grab my wood blanks right here, and oh, that's acrylic. My wood blanks right here. Let's get her done. Sorry, I'm just checking a question here. Hen Designs is asking if we have laser safe sublimation MDF. You can check our sublimation blank section. Look for sheet stock. All of that sheet stock can be laser cut if you wanted to cut custom shape anything really. All right, so first things first, I'm going to lay down right, and then I'm going to get my there we go. These are pre-printed, pre-cut. Shout out to our production team. And these are going to be pretty easy. All right, I'm just going to center it to my printout. There we go. Get 2 little pieces of parchment tape. Parchment tape. Heat tape, sorry. There we go. Just going to keep it in place. Now this one, we do have to press it with the print side up just because it's so thick. And also because it's so thick, I am going to loosen the pressure a little bit, a wee bit. Take that back just a hair. There we go. Now, just because I have a lot of experience, I know that if I give it about that many turns, yep, perfect. I'm actually going to stick with the same settings, 385 degrees, 90 seconds. 90 seconds is a little bit on the higher end for this product. Usually you're at about 385 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit, about 60 to 90 seconds. This combo for me has just really been working on a lot of different stuff, so I'm going to stick with it. Okay, let me see what questions we have here. Kay Martin, do the classes have to be done live, or are they recorded for viewing later? Sign up for the class, and if you miss it live, you'll get an email with a recording of the class. Rebecca, do you laminate the wood before sublimation? So this wood ornament is actually manufactured with the special sublimation coating. Unfortunately, you cannot sublimate onto just anything. Every blank item that you sublimate onto, it does have to be specially coated for the process. So if your sublimation blank, or if your blank item, I'm sorry, if it doesn't have that sublimation coating on it, it's not gonna work. Now that's where VersaFlex comes in. We have other videos, check our YouTube for how we use VersaFlex with uncoated wood. But in this case, I'm sublimating onto a product that was specifically designed. In fact, all of these blanks, we have them on our website. You can find all of these ornaments at heatpressnation.com. Let's see. Oh, I'm gonna put a pause on questions. And I'm so stupid, they brought me a glove and I set it down over there. I forgot to put it on. Someone will pick that up. All right, so I'm gonna just, I don't know why, I don't even know if this helps or hurts. I always give it a little fan. And then sometimes if you wanna peel it fast, you just tear it up the middle. That looks phenomenal. Colors came out great. I could still see the wood, and I'm gonna try to do my best to get this in the light and in focus. There we go. Colors came out great. You can still see the wood grains in there, and it's that easy. Like you saw it, I just taped it up, I set up, and yes, I'm a pro. I have done this 400 bazillion times. However, that's only like adding a few seconds to my time, me being so fast, right? Or I say taking off. Even somebody who's new, if you're following these steps one by one, you're making money, honey. Now, these wood ornaments, I don't know the exact cost off the top of my head. I know that even in very low quantities, it's only a few bucks a piece, and then you could easily resell this anywhere from $12 to $20. Depends on your market, depends on where you're selling. On Etsy, you're probably gonna have to sell for a lot less, but if you're at a local craft market, you could sell this for a lot more. That's just kind of the way pricing works, but all of these sublimation blanks, I love doing them every year because they're so darn profitable. And that's why we're telling you about them in September, so you could get your orders in, get your supply and make your money this holiday season. I'm gonna bring this over to the table. We're gonna catch up on a little Q&A. And I am dumb for not putting my glove on. I don't know why, guys. You know, some days I'm really smart and I do really smart things. And then there's days like today where people bring me a glove and I still don't use it. I'm sorry. All right, let's get to some of these questions here. Got a question about a DTF printer from Sufyan asking, he wants a DTF printer with a shaker and roller. Honestly, questions like that, I would highly recommend calling our sales team. The reason why is because when you call our sales team, you can talk to them, say, hey, here's my budget. Here's about how many t-shirts or transfers that I want to print. My focus is t-shirt, my focus is transfer. We can go into so much more detail than anything that I can get here while we're live today. So if you want the short, quick answer, I would probably recommend like a Prestige R2 Pro with a, what's it called? Not the Seismo, the Miro 13. Great combo, affordable, great bang for your buck, all that. But if you want a more specific answer that's tuned to your needs, call our sales team, 800-215-0894. Again, that is 800-215-0894. Mary, oh, great question coming in from Mary. Mary saying, how do you get the wood to go flat again? I find wood always curves up after pressing. Yes, 100%. If you figure it out, let me know. This one, I don't know if you guys could see it, right? There is a slight curve on this wood. Two things. You don't want to put too much pressure on it when you're heat pressing. That's one. So too much pressure will actually make it curve more. The second thing you can do is immediately after it comes out and after you peel it, while it's still warm, you could get like a big heavy book or a clamp it out and get it back. I don't find that the curve is too offensive. That's me personally. I think it's okay, especially since there's just one side. Oh, the other thing, by the way, if you have a laser engraver, you could laser engrave the back for like an additional customization. Make all the money. Make all the money, guys. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Very, very cool. Oh, great idea from Lady Blaze. Have you ever considered using a light table or placement dots for exact alignments? That is phenomenal. I should. Beep-boo, beep-boo. Patty says, could you press it first to remove the moisture? I suppose you could, but basically it's gonna curve after your first press. So I don't know if you could if like after you first press it, let's say you press it, remove any moisture that might be in the wood, it's gonna curve. So then when you press it again, I don't know if it'll curve worse, curve more, I'm not sure. Basically, like what I found is that, you know, I don't use too much pressure on these and it keeps the curve to a minimum. And if I was really offended by the curve, I would place it with the bend on the top, get a heavy book, get a clamp, and then just clamp it back down. To me, that's a lot of work. For this, I'm very happy with the results. But I get it, if that curve bothers you, I totally understand. You could do those other steps and get rid of them. Oh, giveaway, I have a giveaway. All right, really quick before the giveaway, if you're just tuning in, today it's Christmas in September, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm showing all the different little Christmas ornaments that we could make. I'm showing these specifically because we have the SG500 on sale. So everything that you see printed here, oh, here we go. This is the one that I just pressed. Everything that you see here on the table was we printed it using the SG500, which is on sale right now for only $3.99. Ridiculously cheap price. Better than Black Friday. I cannot say, because I do not know. I do not know how these will be priced for Black Friday, but I do know that this price right now is actually better than any Black Friday pricing I've ever seen on the SG500. So don't wait around for better pricing because it's probably not going to come. This sale ends tomorrow, Saturday, September 27th at midnight Pacific time. So you have 21, you have a little I don't feel like doing the math, but you have a little bit over 1 day to get your orders in. And then you can do cool stuff like these maple wood blanks. We have these cool aluminum blanks that I just demoed a few moments ago. I made my little concha and flower tortilla ornament right there. We got other ornaments here. We have acrylic, which I unfortunately have to skip for the sake of time today. But we have videos on how to press these acrylic ornaments. So be sure you check that out. I have another giveaway for you. Okay. Get your typing fingers or your typing thumbs ready because it's giveaway time, ladies and gentlemen. Steve is asking, why no deal on the 1000? It's a great question. I do not know. This sale is actually a Sawgrass sale, which is really exciting that they're letting us discount these so deeply. Beep boop, beep boop, beep boop. Wendy, yes, it does come with the ink, Wendy. It's a great question. It's actually going to come with the full-size cartridges. So when you buy a Sawgrass SG500, you can buy with the starter cartridges, which have I want to say not half, but a low amount of ink. Not low, but less than the full. Or you could buy a standard size cartridge. This sale price is for the standard size cartridges. So you're getting in the full set of ink at that sale price. Misty says the good sales always fall between paydays. Yo, what's up with that? Yes, I'm with you on that. That happens all the time. Chris Cox says, my pinkies are ready. Let's do this. All right. The key word that you're going to, let me tell you the price first. So your prize is going to be a sublimation toolkit. What does that mean? You're going to get a pair of gloves. I only have one today because I don't know what I did with the other one. You're going to get a pair of heat-resistant gloves. Keep your fingers safe. You're going to get the tape and tape dispenser, which you saw me using over there. And then we're going to give you a big roll, which, again, all that stuff's over there. Basically, the stuff that you see me using today, these supply items, I can't live without them. If I'm sublimating hard surfaces, I need all of these. I need the parchment paper. I need the heat tape. And it's really helpful to have the tape and the tape dispenser, so we'll include that too. And then you're going to get a pair of these gloves right here. And just because I'm feeling lucky, I'm going to throw in a pack of sublimation blanks as well, like a 10-pack of ornaments or something like that. I'll figure that one out later. But for sure, you're going to get the sublimation pressers supply kit. You're going to get the gloves, parchment paper, tape dispenser, and I'll think about something cool to throw in there as well. I threw in something extra for prize number 1, so I guess I got to do it now for prize number 2. All right. So here's what you're going to do. You guys ready? Oh, this is a good question. But let me get these questions because as soon as I ask you guys to start commenting the hashtag, which is not the old one, there's a new hashtag, I'm going to lose all these questions. I think it's funny. I'm saying beep, boop, beep, and you guys are typing beep, boop. That just cracks me up. Okay. Grayson Fire is asking, can a SG500 be able to print 3XTs with VersaFlex? It depends on how big you want. So VersaFlex media comes in 8.5 by 11 and 11 by 17. As of right now, we don't carry the 8.5 by 14. Now, I wear a 3X shirt. I am currently wearing a 3X shirt right now. And I'll tell you, 8.5 by 14, the legal size, that's a really cool kind of strip style on the chest of a t-shirt. 8.5 by 11, it works. On a 3X, realistically, you're probably gonna want the SG1000, and I promise, I'm not trying to just sell you on the big one. as a 3X wearer myself, I make t-shirts for myself here all the time. And yeah, 1,000. Maybe somebody else has some input on that. I feel like I'm trying to like just upsell you. I promise I'm not. Let's go. Okay, that's it. That's enough talking from me. All right, comment the hashtag sublimation. Sublimation, you're gonna see it on screen in a second. I'll spell it out if you'd like. SUBLIMATION. Sublimation. You're gonna comment the hashtag sublimation. And let me hold on. Oops, nope, I don't want to start my timer yet. As soon as I start seeing the comments coming in, I will set the timer. So sublimation, there you go. You see it on screen, hashtag sublimation. I'm gonna now, I see them coming in. Okay, I'm gonna start my timer. There you go. Timer has been started. You guys have 60 seconds to do that. So while you're commenting, while I give you guys your 60 seconds, really quick, I'm gonna recap the sale, because what else am I gonna do? You guys are flooding the comments. So, all right. So right now, historical deals, Sawgrass SG500. And I'll say this, it's not just Christmas ornaments. The SG500 is awesome possum. It's awesome if you want to do things like coffee mugs, custom license plates. What else do we got? We have like shot glasses, latte mugs. It is a lot of drinkware. Besides the ornaments, we have picture frames, aluminum photo panels. We have these little wind spinners. I believe the small one you could fit with the SG500. So there's a ton of stuff that you can customize with the SG500. It is the one that's on sale right now. It's only $3.99 for goodness sake. Super duper cool. So for $3.99, if you've been on the fence about wanting to start your business, it does not get cheaper than this. Today we're using the CraftPro 13 by 9 inch heat press, which is super affordable. For just a little bit more, you can get the bigger, like the 1515. We got tons of heat presses for you. My timer's going off. Oh, show them. See, done. Anyways, I'll give you guys 3 more seconds. But yeah, so if you want to get your business started, the equipment that we're using here today, everything's gonna come in under, I think press and printer, my math is terrible, probably like under 700 bucks, something like that. So yeah, really, really good to start this business right here. Not just ornaments, so many other things that you can carry. Okay, stop. Okay, no more commenting, that's it. Comments are closed. I'm gonna scroll and I'm gonna take a screenshot here so that way you guys could see. Actually, let me just go a few different directions. Oh, whoops, where'd the comments go? Whoops. Oh, live chat, there we go. Okay. I'm gonna scroll, I'm gonna take a screenshot, and then the first name on that screenshot will be who wins. So ready, 1, 2, this is an old one. Okay, we got Mary Nesnay, Nesnay. Oh, you can't read it, it's so tiny. But Mary Nesnay, do me a favor, and you won. You won our prize pack. So you're gonna get the pack of the gloves, you're gonna get the tape dispenser, parchment paper, and I will throw in a pack of ornaments because it's Christmas. Santa Jared's here, baby. So yeah, Mary Nesnay, go ahead and email me, winner, that's WINNER, winner at heatpressnation.com. I'll get you your prize. Thank you. All right, it's time for our final demo, and I'm gonna show you the ornament that gives people a lot of trouble. These are ceramic ornaments. So where's the opening of this darn bag? Here we go. So these are ceramic ornaments. Now, I say they're tough because they are, and I don't wanna lie to you. So ceramic ornaments are interesting. They're thick and they're hard and fragile. If you press them with too much pressure, they will crack. So ceramic ornaments are sometimes relegated to the pros, just not so much that only pros could do it, but like it's kind of a hassle to get them done right. And then also with ceramic ornaments, they take a little bit longer. However, some people love ceramic ornaments. Custom ceramic ornaments usually go for a greater price than aluminum because the people who make it know, like, dude, these, I hate saying something sucks to press, but when you compare it to how easy we were able to press this aluminum star, and you're gonna see it right now. I'm gonna actually press this live and you can see how I press the ceramic ornaments. We're gonna do a double-sided transfer. I think. Do I have the print? Pretty sure. Pretty sure. Actually, let me just print another right now. Nope. Over there, right? Yeah, okay, it's over there. Yeah, so I'm gonna print this right now, but I am gonna use a few extra tools that are gonna help to ensure that this gets pressed right every time. So we're gonna head on over to the heat press right now. You guys could stop commenting sublimation, giveaway's done. We already gave that prize away. Here we go. Tiffany says, ugh, I hate ceramic, I can't perfect them. Yeah, we've heard that a lot, and hopefully, if this is something that you really do want to offer to your customers, hopefully after seeing what you're about to see, you give it another shot. I don't know, we're about to find out. Alrighty, Fran says, ceramic takes a lot of practice and patience. A little, I don't know about a lot, it does take a little bit of practice and patience, so you're right on that. Cool, let's do it. All right, let's head on over to the heat press. I'll show you exactly what I mean. All right, so I got two friends with me today. I have my Nomex heat felt. Boom. This is like what they make the firefighter, I think it's the firefighter suits out of Nomex. It's like a heat resistant felt. And we like to use it on bottom because it's a little bit more, it's not super soft, but it's more cushiony than the silicone pad, the rubber pad on the bottom right here. And so what we found is that when we're working with ceramic, we do want it to have a little cushion because that just helps it to not crack. Another one of my friends that I'm bringing in today, this one's dirty because we've used it for years. This is conductive rubber. And this well, as the name implies, it conducts the heat, but this kind of softens the hard surface from the heating element. So we are cushioning this. On the top, we want the heat to conduct all the way through. On the bottom, we really don't, so that's why we have the heat kind of resistant on bottom, heat conductive on top. And the bonus is that having both of these, when the ornament sinks in, we're gonna get a little bit of a radius wrap on the curved edge, so it just looks nice and clean, cleano. Let me find the right, which one is it? Green. Oh, I know. See, Jace is telling me green, but I'm gonna trip you guys out. Watch, I'm gonna use the wrong one. I'm gonna use the right one first and the wrong one. So, I'm going to put this one on bottom, center it, right? And I'm not using the envelope method. Somebody suggested doing this earlier. Oh, nope, before I do anything, sorry. We got a lot of peripherals on this transfer. There we go. So now we're ready. You also want to make sure that you're on the center of the, there we go. So I'm going to center my transfer right there. I'm not going to use any heat tape. I'm going to center this transfer over it. Kind of using like visual, kind of going by feel. Pressing around it so I could see, okay. Dude, this is like, I wish my sandwiches had this many layers. Here we go. And when I roll this conductive rubber on there, I'm gonna be very careful to not shift the transfer on top. I'm just gonna let it fall gently. Gonna slide that back in. Now here's the crazy part, ceramic. I'm gonna take some questions right now because this puppy has to get pressed for like 4 minutes. That's the other reason why people are not crazy about ceramic, it's because it takes a while. I'm actually gonna set it to like 4 minutes, 10 seconds. What is the extra 10 seconds gonna do? I don't know. In my heart, it's gonna work good. Oh, and then I definitely got to loosen up my pressure since I have a thick freaking panini of a ornament situation going on here. Oh man, a panini sounds so good right now. I'm probably gonna get one on my way home. There we go. All right, so there we go. Now really quick, before we go back to the table, let me just recap what's going on here. So this green layer, this is conductive rubber. It's gonna conduct the heat, but it's gonna add a little cushiony layer. So I'm not getting the hard metal heating element just smacking up against the very sensitive ceramic ornament. I don't have a ton of heat, I don't have a ton of pressure on here, so that's also important. Parchment paper is gonna protect it. I don't want any of that ink that when it turns into a gas, I don't want that gas to gas out and stain anything. And this felt is cushioning it from the base plate. So yeah, we got a nice cozy little cushiony ornament situation going on right there. I'll come back, open that up in 4 minutes. Until then, let me recap the sale and then I'm gonna pump you guys up on our giveaway. Okay. Sorry, real quick, someone's asking, Tina, is that print larger than the tile? Yes, yes it is. You always want your prints larger than whatever you're pressing. We call that bleed. And in fact, on our YouTube channel here, we have a lot of different tutorials on different types of ornaments. So if you're ever curious on how to heat press an ornament, just go to our YouTube page and from our YouTube page, search for ornament and you'll see all the different ornament videos. You always want your print bigger than the item so you get that full edge-to-edge bleed. In fact, I have a failed transfer over here maybe. Yep. Nope. Yep. There we go, I'm back. So look at this. I don't know if you could see it, but do you see how I have white kind of on the inside corners of this star? It's because I didn't size my template right. And because I didn't size my template right, the print only made it to that part of the edge and it didn't actually extend all the way past. Whereas on this ornament, the print was completely bigger than my star. So I had no issues of it cutting in. On this ornament, my star, I made my star too small, darn it. And so I have these ugly white kind of inset cuts. Useless, useless. I just wasted this ornament because I did not size my template properly. So yes, that's why we have it bigger. Great question. Beep, 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 beep. What settings do you use? So right now, if you're talking about the heat press, let me go through really quick for the aluminum ornaments, and I'm gonna give you a range. Okay, I'll tell you what I pressed it at, and then I'll give you the range. I pressed these 385 degrees. For the double-sided ones, I went 90 seconds, and they came out great. Medium pressure. You may find, depending on your heat press and how many items you have on your machine, 385 to 400 degrees is normal, 60 to 90 seconds is normal. And if you have a big 16 by 20 inch press and it's fully loaded with items, like you're stacking that thing, pressing everything at once, you may even go to like 120 seconds. That one you might have to test out. And then, sorry, for the wood, we went 385 degrees, 90 seconds. And then right now for the ceramic ornament, we are 385 degrees for 250 seconds. Oh man, I have an awesome question and I wish I had an awesome answer, but I don't. Vicaris is asking, how do you find the Goldilocks pressure for ceramic? Trial and error. I wish I had a good answer. I mean, if you're new, it's gonna have to be trial and error. Now me, I've pressed things, I've literally pressed tens of thousands of items in my career here. So I could just feel it at this point, but there's no way for me to explain that properly to you. So unfortunately, you're gonna have to feel it. If I would say close the press until you feel, I would say start really loose, right? Close it, no resistance. Increase your pressure in slight increments. Let me head on over to the heat press, I'll keep talking. Increase your pressure in slight increments until you feel a little resistance. And I'll show you right here. I'm gonna open this carefully. Actually, once I'm done with this, I'll show you what I mean by how you increase pressure in small increments. We also, this is gonna be extremely hot. Even the rubber gets very, very hot. especially where it was just pressed. So do not make the mistake of thinking, oh, how hot could it be? Because the answer is quite. Now, because nothing is taped down, I don't want to risk anything shifting, so I'm going to carefully remove this, and then I'm just going to, there we go. Ooh, you know what? Doggone, I probably should have gone 5 minutes. While this did come out really good, the colors have not fully reached their vibrance. So, and I only know that because I designed, I didn't design it, but I know what the design looks like. So even though this looks really cool, and some people may say, especially if you're looking at it on camera, you might be thinking, that's actually not that bad. I don't know what you're crying about, Jared. Why don't you shut up, crybaby? Well, guess what? I know how it's supposed to look. And these colors are just a little tiny bit too faint for me. So I would probably actually leave them in there another minute. That's what it's looking like to me. And so, and this is the part of like trial and error where it's like, oh, maybe, so the settings I used, 385, 4 minutes, 10 seconds, maybe those were on a different press. And this is why we say, even though all presses, it should be as hot as it says it is, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's the pressure setting, I don't know. Maybe last time we forgot the green rubber. I don't quite remember, but anyways, we test things, and I'm gonna move this over. Let me really quick explain what I was saying about pressure. He's asking about the Goldilocks pressure for ceramic. Doesn't matter if that's in there or not. I'm gonna close this right now. It's gonna be very loose. I'm feeling zero, what am I trying to say? Resistance, right? So what I would do is we're gonna pretend that there's another ornament in here. You're gonna load a blank, a dummy blank, put it right there, put everything you're gonna use, everything you wanna use, your rubber, whatever, foam. Some people use the pressing pillows as their bottom cushion, whatever. Load everything in there and loosen the pressure until it's completely loose. Then you're just gonna go in small increments. Right there, I felt just a hair of resistance. That'll work for sublimation. I would probably go right about, there we go, no more than that. Not a ton of resistance, but I know that it's applying, it has to have enough pressure to force the gas dye into your blank, but not too much so it cracks. And there's a window that you have, especially when you have the cushions, the rubber and the felt. You'll have a little bit more of an area where you can get away with the right pressure. But if you're just going metal to ceramic, your window's gonna be very, very tight, and I would be very careful about what you are, how much pressure you're exerting on that. One thing I will say about ceramic is these joints stay very hot for a very, very long time. So you're gonna wanna be very careful handling these. Put them on a cooling rack or whatever. This came out, other than the fact that I came up short by about maybe 45 to 60 seconds, came out great. It's a great ornament. There we go. All right, I have one giveaway left. We are gonna be giving away a CraftPro 13 by 9 inch heat press. The press that you just saw me using right now, the press I was able to make all these awesome projects. I'm gonna give one away in just a moment. So stay tuned, hold your horses. We're getting ready to dive in, but before we do, I'm gonna do the final Q&A. And I gotta tell you, one more time, if you've been watching this whole stream, you're sick of me telling you, but these are historically low prices on the Sawgrass SG500. This thing's insanely affordable right now, $399, and you get the full-size standard ink cartridges. I don't even know what to tell you. I ran out of words. That's all I have to say. No more words. That's it. I'm out of words, you guys. Get one. All right. It's on sale. The SG500 is $399. The SG500 with VersaFlex ink is $399. No, it's not. SG500 with Sublegit ink is $399. SG500 with VersaFlex is $699. Incredible deals on these. The sale does end tomorrow night at midnight Pacific time, so you have just a little over 24 hours to get your booties online. No, not your booties online. Get your fingers online. What goes online? Your mind, your brain, eyes? I don't know. Get yourself online and order a brand new Sawgrass SG500 printer. Available at heatpressnation.com. All right. I got a grand prize here, but before I do, let me just double check the comments, make sure I didn't miss any really good questions here. Kate Martin, do you sell the pad used underneath? Yes, that is going to be Nomex, which is Nomex, Nomex heat felt. Yeah, just look for, I think if you type in felt on the site, you'll find it. Also, it's going to be in the description. If it's not in the description of this video right now, give us like an hour after we end and I'll add it there. But yeah, the heat felt was on bottom. That's the white pad that's on bottom. And then on the top, we use the Geonite green conductive rubber. And if it's not linked already, we'll add the links to the description. All right. Dude, Jenny Green is reading my mail. She says, does anyone else talk to their press before they lift the lid? Like, please don't suck, or is that just me? Dude, every time. On things that I've done 100,000 times. That's hilarious. All right. Swag rags. I've always done this for fun because I love it, but I want to actually sell now. How would you suggest growing and getting customers, putting myself out there? Man, that's a great question. There's a few things that I would recommend. If you've already done it for fun, then that means that you should probably have samples. Hopefully you have pictures. I would start posting like on your stories, like make like a graphic that's very clear, like hey, t-shirts for sale, $25, whatever it is that you're selling. Like make a post, and you don't even have to have a business name just yet. Swag Rags sounds great. I don't know if that's a nickname or your business name, but that's a great name. And just put Swag Rags. And then just start posting into your stories on Instagram, post to your grid, post wherever you're gonna post. Post pictures of your past work. Say, hey, I've already done stuff like this. If you need stuff, really, you gotta put yourself out there. It's all about putting yourself out there. And social media is a great place to start because it's free. You don't need a website yet. You don't need an Etsy yet, although there's nothing wrong with getting either of those. But really, if you just wanna like put it out there, yeah, just post. Post to all your friends, people you know. Internet's a great place for that. Chris Cox, have you ever pressed a panini for real on the heat press? If so, do you recommend the Signature Pro series? True story, my youth group the youth group at my church was having a fundraiser, a quesadilla fundraiser. We're making chicken quesadillas, and so I could fit on a 16 by 20, I could fit 3. I'd fit 2 long, 1 horizontal, and boom, we were doing like 45 seconds per side. I forget the temperature, it's been so long, but yeah, you line the bottom with foil, and then you cover it with foil when you press. I think it was like 45 seconds, flip them 45 seconds, and you had 3 quesadillas done in 2 minutes. Awesome, awesome for that. All right. Well, oh, this is a great question. What program do you use to print the templates? Question from Rosie Daniel. So we are using Sawgrass Print Utility. This is the free program that comes with Sawgrass printers. And I haven't mentioned that, so I'm really glad you kind of jogged my memory on that. When you get a Sawgrass printer, it's not just the printer. You're getting free software. So you get the free print utility that allows you to fine-tune your colors, it allows you to resize graphics, all that stuff easily done in the program. And then you have a free online designer, very similar to Canva. It's called Sawgrass. It's called My Sawgrass Designer. So you get to use that if you don't already have Canva or Photoshop or something like that. And that's free. Those programs are free with the printer. Tina Gilly, okay, so if I still have ink on my transfer paper, did I not press it long enough? You'll always have ink on your transfer paper, even if you do press it long enough. I think what happens is the darker the ink that's left behind, all that ink that's still on the paper didn't end up on your transfer. So if you're done and like, really you go off how the transfer looks, because this transfer looks great, right? So I kind of don't care how much ink is left on the page, as long as my transfer looks good. But if you're noticing you're not happy with how your transfers look, and there's a lot of ink left behind, you could probably use a little bit more time or temperature. Yeah, that's what I would recommend. Christine, how do you use the spray adhesive on sublimation and not get weird results? I know what you mean. Sometimes when you're using a spray adhesive, there'll be like bigger droplets than others, and when those land on your print, liquid on the print it's poison, right? So you might need a new nozzle. Sometimes the nozzles, they clog up because it's adhesive, right? try a new nozzle, do a finer spray and like spray it like up. So when the mist comes back down, it sprays more evenly. You don't need a ton of that stuff. And you can experiment either spraying the transfer or just giving a very light, gentle spray to the blanket itself. Give a very light mist. And again, if misting directly down, you're getting these big bubbles or big, liquid particles, try misting up, letting it fall back down. That's messy. So, just kind of figure out what works best for you. And Piper, I've made over 200 ceramic ornaments and not a problem. Thank you. See, so once you kind of get the ball rolling, you'll realize like, oh yeah, then like everything else with sublimation, it's just a process. Once you figure it out, it's so repeatable, it's so consistent. You just got to get it right once and then you can keep going and going and going. And unlike me, try to remember your settings, guys. Write them down. Okay. Like 2 more questions, then I'm going to get to the giveaway because I know we all want this giveaway, right? You guys didn't come here to say hi to me. All right. Oh, Cheryl's asking, does this press have interchangeable press for hat or mugs? Not this one. We do have a signature series and a black series multi-function heat press where it is swappable. Those are great for crafters and people who are doing a little bit of everything, but I'm gonna be completely honest, if you're a business and you wanna do a lot of something, you gotta get dedicated machines. So again, crafters, yeah, get the combo one. We have them, the multi-function heat presses at heatpressnation.com. Presses flats, hats, mugs, all that. But if your business takes off, trust me, you're gonna eventually wanna buy yourself just standalone, like just a mug press, right? Or just a tumbler press. But yeah, you can check those out, heatpressnation.com. Boop, 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 boop. Tammy's saying, I have not been able to use my Sawgrass successfully yet. My prints come out too light. Okay, that's the last question because it's a great place for me to jump off and just give something away. In Sawgrass Print Utility, what you're gonna wanna do is you're gonna go to color management, you're gonna set it to, Vivid. Change your color management to Vivid. Then in general, make sure your paper type matches the paper that you're using. So for example, today we're using TexPrint DT Light transfer paper, which I actually really enjoy. Like TexPrint DT Light, I feel, and I don't know the science behind it, I feel like it releases more ink into my substrate. So TexPrint DT Light, love that with my Sawgrass printer. And when you're using your Sawgrass in Print Utility, and you're gonna wanna use TexPrint, you could use like the True Pix Classic preset. That's a pretty good general preset. Make sure you have the Vivid mode engaged. And if that's still not enough, you can go into, and I'm double checking right now, you can go into color management, go to custom, and you could boost your saturation a little bit, maybe boost your brightness and contrast if necessary. All right, let's give something away. I'm giving away a CraftPro 13 by 9 inch heat press, the same press we use for this live stream. I keep pointing to you, it's right behind the camera, it's on the other side of the room. That same press, we're giving it away right now. I put standard color here, but we're gonna let you guys pick whatever color you want. And I did, all of our other winners, I am gonna throw in a little extra something for them. So CraftPro winner, whoever you are, I'll probably throw in something cool. I'll let you know. Let me tell you, all right? Okay, yeah, cool. Any other questions? Call us or something. Let's give something away. All right, you're gonna comment the word CraftPro. Hashtag, let me rephrase, hashtag CraftPro, all together. You see it on screen, hashtag CraftPro. Go ahead and start commenting right now. As soon as the comments, I see them coming in on my screen, I'll start the countdown. And oh, there we go. Okay, so I'm gonna start my countdown. Right, and just so you guys see it, 1 minute timer is going. You guys got 1 minute. Use the comment, use the hashtag CraftPro. Comment that right now. Comment as many times as you like, I don't care. Spam the comments. I feel zero sad if you guys spam my comments. Go for it, I dare you. All right, there we go. Oh, there we go. Okay, comments are rolling the heck in. We're doing this, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna be giving away a CraftPro 13 by 9 inch heat press in your choice of color. We have them available in standard white with a splash of blue. We got them in mint and pink, as you saw today. I was using the pink one today. So very, very cool stuff. While we're here, do not miss out on this incredible sale. You could start your own sublimation business. It's not just Christmas ornaments. You could do everything. We've shown how to do custom socks. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, socks. Socks, t-shirts. Man, my mind is blanking, but if you go to heatpressnation.com and look at our sublimation blank section, you see everything. Oh, look, my timer went off. I don't care. I'm going to give you guys another few seconds. You'll see everything there that you could sublimate. So I highly encourage you to get on it. Start your sublimation business. Stop waiting for the perfect time. Really, like, all right. Stop commenting. Comments are closed. I'm going to do my little thing where I go up and down through the comments. I'm going to stop at random screenshot, and then I will pick the top comment in my screenshot. That's what I'm going to do. Okay. So ready. I see so many CraftPro comments. Goodness gracious me, oh my. All right, so ready, 1, 2, and let's see. Michelle R. You are the winner. Congratulations, Michelle R. You've just won a CraftPro 13 by 9 inch heat press. I hope you love it. I love these little things. They are killer. And I'm not going to put anyone down, but if you're used to using an iron or a hand press, you're going to absolutely love the difference and the consistency and the ease of use of having your very own CraftPro heat press. You get to pick your color. Do me a favor, Michelle R. Email me, winner, that's WINNER, winner at heatpressnation.com, Michelle R. And our other 2 winners whose names I already forgot, but don't worry, we're recording, so you know, you're not totally lost. But Michelle R., do me a favor, winner at heatpressnation.com. I'll ask you for some info to verify who you are, and then we'll get you your heat press. Super excited. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you guys so much for joining us for this live stream. It's been an absolute blast. I want to thank everybody for tuning in. Don't forget, you have till tomorrow night at midnight, Saturday, September 27th, midnight Pacific time. Our sale ends. So you have until then to get your Sawgrass SG500 sublimation printer with either Sublejet or VersaFlex ink at record low prices. It's absolutely insane. Go start your business, go make some money, and hey, what the heck, we're kicking off Christmas, right? I hope you guys all have an incredible holiday season, and I'll see you around. Adios.